Baby, where my party rockers at, baby? Where my party rockers at? The big dog, the big dog, the big dog, the big dog. All right, Michael Cole, we get it. The big fucking dog. He's here, and his name is the Amplified Man. Look at those fucking delts popping now, baby. Now we rocking it, baby. This is all pre-gym. We had our little bit of fucking coffee, a little bit of fucking protein. We're gonna dish out 10 to 15 minutes of a little bit of fucking wrestling talk with my amp unit. And then we're gonna hit that fucking gym. And today, baby, we hitting those tries up. And we gonna rock that motherfucker to its core. The big dog, the big dog, the big fucking dog. Alright guys, let's get into an extra little 10 to 15 minute bonus wrestling talk here on this weekend. Because why not, man? It's SummerSlam season. I always say after Money in the Bank, it's SummerSlam season. So we're going to kick shit into high gear. And we got a lot of names that are going to be returning within the next, I would say within the next month, if you think about it. Because whether it's before Extreme Rules, at Extreme Rules, or right after Extreme Rules, I honestly feel these four names are showing up. One of them questionable, but is already cleared. One of them has already been announced for a return coming up actually in the next couple of weeks. And the other two we fully expect. So let me start right from the very top. The biggest name in this bunch. That is The Undertaker. He is already confirmed. This is good news for me and my people here in New York, because he's confirmed for the MSG live event July 7th. That is Saturday, July 7th, 2018, obviously. The Undertaker is showing up to Madison Square Garden, not just for an appearance, but for a match. So he is definitely coming back July 7th here in New York, and he has, now apparently, this is a little bit more than rumor, this has some validity. He went to Vince and said he wants a SummerSlam match, so it wasn't the other way around. WWE isn't begging him for a SummerSlam match. Apparently, Undertaker went to them. So this could be a little prelude to that. The Undertaker showing up at the live event July 7th for New York City. Who knows if that'll be the only date he works before SummerSlam, but it looks like that's going to be a tune-up match for him to do something at SummerSlam. So that'll be really cool. The downside in all of this is that at Madison Square Garden, they have The Undertaker teaming up with Braun Strowman. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? But a third tag partner. This is a six-man tag. The Undertaker tagging up with Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. So you have a smart crowd like New York City, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden. The fans are smart there. They're not going to buy into Roman Reigns' shit. But Vince knows we're going to love to see Braun and especially welcome home The Undertaker. So his way of thinking is, let's throw Roman in there and get the cheap cheers. This is the bullshit I can't stand, because this is what Vince tries to do all the time. Most notably, he's done it with The Rock. Remember that Royal Rumble, and he tried to get the rub from The Rock onto Roman, and it didn't work. And even our beloved The Rock got booed out of Philadelphia. And he's tried it with so many other superstars. It does not work. And here he is now putting him back with The Undertaker. He already beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And that rub didn't even work. Now Madison Square Garden has to do this 50-50 type cheering. Right? During that main event, we have to fucking cheer when Undertaker's in. Yeah, when Braun's in. Boo the fuck out of Roman when he's in to send the message to fucking Vince McMahon. That's what's going to happen. And even if you want to go there and cheer the whole team, Undertaker, Braun, and Roman, you just want to have a good time, right? When everyone else is fucking booing the shit out of one of the faces in the main event, that ruins the experience. That ruins the fucking time. You're all supposed to be partying together. The crowd is all flip-flop now. Vince McMahon ruins his own product when he does this shit. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And if you've never been to Madison Square Garden, then you can't possibly understand what I am talking about. But MSG, almost along the lines of Chicago, but even in a much more different atmosphere than that. MSG is its own entity. And you can't put somebody like Roman in there with The Undertaker, man, on the same team. It ruins the fucking experience. But that's what they're doing. They're going to be taking on Kevin Owens, Elias, And fucking, who the hell are they taking on, man? Constable Corbin. That's who it is. So it's bad enough our main event, we have Roman with The Undertaker. What a fucking pair that is. But on top of that, they're taking on Constable fucking Corbin. Constipated Corbin. Think about that. Constipated Corbin is in the main event at Madison Square Garden out of nowhere. What did he do to get in front of a smart crowd like MSG's main event? All he's been the past couple of weeks is a constipated Corbin. The lackey of Kurt Angle, or the lackey of Stephanie McMahon, you could say. But that's it. And now all of a sudden he's main eventing? That was his big push to the main event? And again, it might not mean a lot to you guys, but when you're paying big dough like we are to go to MSG to see constipated Corbin? Fucking A, man. I honestly don't know if I'm going now, man. I was actually going to drop a few $100 to experience it, because I can't sit way up in the nosebleeds. You guys, I mean, not that I'm too good for it, but my whole childhood I've been up in the nosebleeds. You know, once I moved to New York and I can afford some good seats, I get good seats now, you know, so it's going to cost me a lot. I like to at least sit in those level 100s. I can always get floor, but the 100s, you're at least eye level with the ring. I like that. If you're not going to get front row, the first 5 to 7 rows, then you really want to sit in the next section up. And that's going to be pretty expensive, but I don't know if I'm going to now. I don't know if I want to do the whole, yeah, Undertaker, boo, Roman with everybody else. Or I can just fight it and just go, yeah, for all the whole team and everyone else is fucking bad. I don't know if I want to do that whole experience. I don't know if I want to see I don't want to see constipated Corbin in my main event. And by the way, on that same MSG show, guys, they have Ronda Rousey taking on Nia Jax. Now, yes, the card is always subject to change, but as of right now, they have Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. There's just one storyline gap, storyline hole that they have not fought their way out of yet. And that is, didn't Ronda Rousey just get suspended for 30 days on June 18th? Well, if this event is July 7th, isn't that just 19 days later? What are they going to say? It's just a suspension for TV dates? You said 30 days, man. That's 30 days. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to see Ronda show up. I want to see Ronda in action. But I'm just saying, you can't make storylines if you're pigeonholing yourself and it's not believable. You suspended her, and now she's showing up. So this whole MSG card is weird as fuck right now. And they really got to start telling the story a lot better and get their shit together and put their line their ducks up in a row to where it all makes sense. But anyway, guys, that's the Undertaker story. Showing up definitely July 7th in Madison Square Garden for their house show. And then he is also pulling for a SummerSlam match of some sort. We don't know who it's going to be against. Next up, we'll do Dean Ambrose. He was out since December 2017, and that was with a torn triceps. Now, he was supposed to be out for 9 months, right? This was in December, early December, I believe. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Pegged right now at 7 months. He's already at the Performance Center. And he's already commenced in his training. So he's ready to go whenever the performance show, what's her name? Teresa? I believe she's the head PT there. She's the one who has one of the final says. As soon as she gives full clearance, he could go. He's trying to make it for SummerSlam. I doubt very much we see Ambrose before Extreme Rules, but do not be surprised if Dean Ambrose either shows up at Extreme Rules or the Monday Night Raw after Extreme Rules, because he is showing up. He will be a part of SummerSlam. He's already at the Performance Trainer. He's already ahead of schedule. We've known that for a couple of months now. They said he's ahead of schedule. We didn't know how much. They said 9 months it could be. It's already 7, and he's already back at the Performance Center. I'm guessing they're going to want to wait another 3-4 weeks around that 8-month mark, even though he's doing exceptionally well. You don't want to go too much. When they say 9 months, you don't want to fucking throw him out there at 6 or 7 months. But Ambrose has been at the Performance Center, and he's been training. That's really good to hear. You give him another 3 to 4 weeks, take those bumps and all that shit, he's going to be ready after Extreme Rules. But yeah, he's coming. It's any week now, but I expect it to be after Extreme Rules. Next up, we'll do Alicia Fox. Now, Alicia Fox had a broken tailbone. This was right before the Women's Royal Rumble match, actually. So this was over in January. Now, a broken tailbone, WWE didn't give time frames, and that's what makes us wonder if Alicia Fox is still going to remain with the company or not. I'll get to that in a minute. But they didn't give a time frame, so I did some research myself, and a broken tailbone can take up to 8 to 12 weeks for a full recovery. Now, just for the bruising, and if you just want to like walk around, things like that, that could take 1 month, 4 weeks, that's it, you're good. But for as far as a recovery for sports, that could take 8 to 12 weeks. Now, this was back in January, so you go January to February, February to March, to April, to May, to June. This has already been 5 months, guys. Now, that's only going to take 3 months. Now, yes, this is pro wrestling, so a recovery to sport is one thing, but when you're taking all the bumps and you're landing on your ass 90% of the time, then yes, you want to give it a month, maybe even 2 extra months. And that's what it is. We're already at 5 months. Alicia Fox, on June 18th, guys, this was just, what, 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. What's today, 22nd? So about 4 days ago, something like that. She is officially cleared. So June 18th. So they waited well past that 12-week mark. But they did finally clear Alicia Fox. So that is official. At any moment, Alicia Fox shows up. She could show up this Monday. They could fucking throttle her over to SmackDown, whatever. Maybe she's already on. I forgot where she was. I think she was Raw, right? Wherever the fuck they want her to show up, Alicia Fox could show up. Again, Extreme Rules, right after Extreme Rules. But she is officially cleared. There's no wondering with her. The only wondering with her is WWE going to be through with her? There's been some rumblings, especially with her fight with Ronda Rousey's husband. They had like a little face-to-face spat, and WWE apparently wasn't happy. And her contract runs out in 2018. Do they just let her contract run out? Do we not see Alicia Fox? The women's division on both brands, Raw and SmackDown, and over in NXT, is stacked. Do they just say, Alicia Fox, we tried you so many times, it just doesn't work? But then again, Alicia Fox has been there for, what, a decade? I mean, she's one of your staple mates. And she's a great ambassador for the company. So I think that would be a huge, tremendous loss. I'm not just saying in-ring talent level, skill-wise. Just what she means to the company. That could be a huge loss. So I don't know if they would do that. But we haven't really heard anything. They didn't give us a timetable at the beginning. That usually means they're not either happy with her or they're not bringing her back. But then another question would be, why did they fully confirm that she is ready to come back? Why would they do that if they're not going to use her, right? So many questions, guys. I don't mean to fucking bring 100 questions, but that's what this leads us to believe. We don't really know. They keep really quiet on this whole thing, but yet she has been confirmed for a return. So she's been cleared, I should say. Not confirmed for a return. Cleared for a return. And again, that was on June 18th. So it'll be interesting to see if they bring Alicia Fox back or not. If they do, she's ready right now. That means by SummerSlam, way before SummerSlam, if she's going to set something up, we're going to see Alicia Fox. Jason Jordan, he's another one who was any moment now. I mean moment, not just day. He's ready, man. They said tentatively was the word. We don't know if he's actually been cleared then. They said tentatively ready to return. That leads me to believe he's been cleared, but we still have to see. This is a weird one because this was a minor neck injury is what his wife said on Instagram in February. This was a week or two after Jason Jordan was out. And so we said minor neck injury, and she said, yeah, he'll be back in no time. Don't believe the reports you're hearing about a broken neck and this and that bullshit. We even heard rumblings that there was a minor surgery that was done. But she was talking about how he'll be back in like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. This was in February, guys. February, March, April, May, June. You're talking 5 months already, and we're just now hearing tentatively scheduled for a return. So this isn't as minor as she led us to believe. Because if it was minor, even the recovery would be 4 to 8 weeks. Now you want to talk about a little more than minor in that it is a neck? Okay, so you say 12 weeks. That's 5 months, though. 12 weeks is 3 months. I hope you're keeping up. This is a lot longer timetable, man. This is not as minor as she led off to believe. But now we are starting to hear he's tentatively ready to return. We don't know if that is a confirmed clearance for return. But either way, at Extreme Rules or right after, expect to see Jason Jordan. He will be a part of SummerSlam from what I'm reading. So that's huge returns. Undertaker is confirmed. You have Dean Ambrose, who is already at the Performance Center, and he has already started his training again, so he's going to be any week. You have Alicia Fox, who has officially been cleared on the 18th of June, just a few days ago, so she's officially cleared. And you have Jason Jordan, who is tentatively ready to come back. Again, we just don't know what exactly that means. That could mean any day. That could mean any week. But what that tells me is if they do bring back Alicia Fox, because she is cleared, Jason Jordan is tentatively ready. Ambrose is training right now at the Performance Center, and Undertaker is coming back for the 7th of July. That means all of them, Undertaker, Alicia Fox, Jason Jordan, and Dean Ambrose, could be a part of SummerSlam. And that's huge because the rosters already are jam-packed. There's not enough room for most of the talent on Raw and SmackDown right now, and now you have all these returning superstars. Man, one has to think, like, how is creative going to actually stuff all of this talent on the SummerSlam? Be prepared for a shitload of fatal four-ways, triple threats, and battle royals. The Amplified, man, that's what I got for you guys. By the way, real quick, I know I said 10 to 15 minute video. This might be going over, but Big Cass, a little bit more news. I told you guys a couple of videos ago on that SmackDown review reaction video that the reason Cass was released for a plethora of reasons. He was just not liked backstage. He was an asshole. He was causing a lot of disturbances. And I said, something's not right, though. There has to be something more because they didn't even wish him the best on his future endeavors. And it was really sudden, just hours before SmackDown. This leads me to believe that there was something more I told you guys. We just didn't know what. Well, now we're starting to hear that it might have something to do with Carmella and that he caused a scene with Carmella backstage. One report even said that he pulled her arm while trying to talk to her and she was trying to walk away. This could be why, after he was released, Carmella left something on her social media, and it was her, like, dancing. And there was a caption that just, it was something that was, like, in happiness. And you would think that if your ex-boyfriend just got canned, you would be a little bit more reserved, a little bit more humble, maybe not send out a social media post that's like, you all happy. But right after he was released, she sent out this, I forgot what the caption said, but it was her like doing the fucking moonwalk and everything. That leads me to believe she was thrilled to get him out of there. So that leads me to believe that this story that we're hearing, that it had something to do with Carmella, that there's facts behind that. But it must have been really big for them to just drop him because they were starting to give him a lot of airtime, a big push. Even though he lost to Daniel Bryan, that's still 2 big matches with Daniel Bryan. Backlash, Money in the Bank, kicking off Money in the Bank. In this new bully 7-foot tall character, I'm the big guy, you're the little, you could keep carrying that on. And then wham, in an instant, he was gone. This must have been pretty fucking big. And for Carmella to be that happy that he was released. So that's just another bit of information, guys, that we just found out in the last 24 hours. I did want to let you guys know if you haven't heard already. I think there's a lot more too, but can I just say, man, this is just preference, but Emma, we talk about all these returns. Can we bring back Emma? I miss Emma, dude. I love fucking Emma. And she just gets more beautiful. I don't know if you guys have been catching up on her on the indies, but she's been doing some interviews as well, and just, she is a bombshell, man. Emma is a beautiful girl, man, and the talent matches that shit. Bring her back. Why ever would you release Emma? Emma? Fuck, I can give you 10 other female names if you're gonna release, if you have to release some females, I can give you 10 other names. Not Emma, man. Bring her back. Sorry to end this video on a preference, guys, but I just want to say I miss Emma, that's all. Can I miss somebody? Can I have fucking, so I'm an animal, I'm a fucking lunatic, can I not have humanistic feelings? I miss Emma. Amplified van, coffees and ass whippings, and we gonna hit that motherfucking gym and crack skulls in that motherfucker. You're on my machine. Get the fuck off. I'm just playing. Gym etiquette. Relax. I'll wait my turn. Lots of coffees and ass whippings, though, guys. Kick this weekend's ass. I will be with you guys. Maybe I'll have an impromptu video on Monday, but I'll definitely be with you for Tuesday's Raw Review Reaction. For now, the Amplified man, he's fucking out. We'll check you.